And, you know, when you look at the angels, you look at Jesus, you look at Mother Mary, you look at Mary Magdalene, I don't see them sitting there worrying and complaining. I don't see them sitting there focusing on the negative things going on in the world. Because A, it would drain their energy, it would lower their frequency, and they are just not going to do that. So remember that. None of them do that. So let's follow their lead. Okay? If the world can continue this way with these beings on the planet, it would have stayed the same for millennia. It would not have changed. It would have stayed exactly the same. Ooh, was Mother Earth happier back then? The first answer is cleaner. She felt cleaner. She felt a lot cleaner. But with the beings that were on the planet at that time and the level or where they were with their consciousness, there would have been no progression, no advancement, no, not able to bring in and anchor in more light. She says the purpose, part of her purpose is to house beings upon her back, but in order for her to advance and ascend, the beings upon her back also need to be able to advance and ascend and anchor more light. And these beings were not a vibrational match to anchor more light moving forward. There would not have been an advancement. The whole, and what she's showing me is to move from the three-dimensional Earth, okay, solid planet, to being a ball of light. That's the direction, the end goal. So we're not to stay in the physical forever. But there will be many more happy times here on Earth, enjoying the newer, higher vibrational frequencies in the physical, and then soon in the years to come, okay, probably quite a few, there will be moving in between physical and non-physical in this high vibrational paradise. That's all I ever hear Spirit tell me is the direction that we're moving in here on Earth. And then moving into more and more, I see it like a light form, light. And she says, for those of us that enjoy the physical form, don't worry, there'll be other planets that we can enjoy if we wish to go into physical form again, if that's something that we want. But if we don't want, then we don't have to as well. So let's tune in to the asteroid. Was it just fate that the asteroid hit the Earth just next to the Yucatan in the Gulf of Mexico, in between Mexico, mainly closer, was pretty much right on Mexico, right on the tip. But when we look at the asteroid, where it hit is now at the bottom of the ocean. So that crevice is at the bottom of the ocean. They've found it. So it's in between Mexico and Florida. And when we look at that impact and we look at the asteroid coming towards Earth, it could have hit Mars. It could have, right? It could have hit the moon. It could have. So why did it hit Earth? Was it just fate, or was there a purpose? Is there another energy there describing something to you as to it taking responsibility for the asteroid and why the asteroid came? I get a real calmness to it. Like, here comes the asteroid. Everybody's really calm about it. They're watching the asteroid hit the Earth. And it's more on the purposeful side. So was it fate or purpose? What I'm getting is that everything is going with the flow. And everything that is evolving and growing is in the flow. And the dinosaurs were not going to be a part of that flow because there was no, there wasn't going to be any increase in light. There was going to be no advancement in consciousness. So they don't look at it as like an elimination of that species, but rather if we looked at it as energy, that energy was not going to expand its light. That energy wasn't going to expand its light. So light constantly wants to grow and expand itself. So it was about expansion of light on the earth. And the other part of it is the earth had time to grow its ecosystem and be a nourishing planet and sustain a larger population, and also being able to sustain a massive impact, because around the impact a lot of it would have been a dead zone. So the whole planet being really lush and full and capable of sustaining some life was really important before this impact happened. I feel it was very much more on the purposeful side. It's an advancement and expansion of light, which is what source frequency is doing all the time. It's expanding its light. And the dinosaurs on Earth are a very small piece of a much bigger light expansion. Okay. So who set the asteroid in motion? Source. Although there were other beings assisting. Okay. And the souls from the dinosaurs, the consciousness of the dinosaurs, knew that their time was to a certain point and that they would have to leave Earth. So they were aware, their consciousness was aware before coming forth to Earth. Okay, so their souls were aware. You were going to be here on Earth to a certain point, and then we were going to need to move you over to the other side, basically, out of your physical vessels. I get that it's really enjoyable, exciting developments and exploration taking place on Earth, locating the debris from the dinosaurs and their bodies, and learning so much. It's all about exploring and advancement. And when we explore and advance, seeing new things with the dinosaurs, we are actually expanding ourselves energetically. So what other energies assisted with the meteor or the asteroid? Source. The ETs involved were Pleiadians. Anyone else? Also the angels. It's very calm though. It's very calm. Here we go. This is what we're doing. This is the next step. We're going to usher in more light here. The Pleiadians were a part of the seeding process here on Earth as well. So they were a part of the extinction of the prior species in order to make room for us, along with their DNA part of it. Okay. Anyone else? It's mainly source though, okay? It's mainly source. Everybody else was just assisting. Yeah, how did the Earth feel when it got hit by this asteroid? She's like, oof! It's so funny. Oh my God. She can be so serious and then she can like crack jokes. She noticed the impact, she's saying. She noticed the impact. But if we want to look at linear time being real, it didn't take long for this part of her surface to regrow and flourish once again. It's like a very small part of a big picture. That's what she's saying. It's a very small part of a big picture. It's that she says it's just that many humans, most humans on Earth are not awake enough at this point or aware enough to see or even question what the bigger picture is. They just listen to what those in charge tell them, the scientists, the government, whomever, and they just believe what they're told. They just follow along with what they're told. She says that's soon to change here on Earth. So with that change to come on Earth, there are going to be some days that are bumpier, okay? But it's greatly needed.